He's the guy with the thinning hair, making things on YouTube from his chair. Sitting at his workbench, grin so white, he might be there naked, close your eyes. Buckman's Model Mania with plastic.
Hey everybody, I figured I would show the typewriter first, so we'll get that out of the way, because I think everybody kind of liked it, what they saw of it. So this is not a it's a non-Lego, but it's not a Lego knockoff at all, because this is its own company. And I think it's, Don just said, see what you did? Now Buck's here. But it's not really a knockoff, because Fantasy is its own company and they do really well. Goofy is mad. No, Goofy is sitting right here looking at it just like the rest of us. Kind of surprised me, because the control box and the battery box is very small, but there's a battery in here. And so let's let it run a little bit, get a copyright strike. That's always fun. And you can see we've got one key going back and forth. Need to take the paper up because Woodstock knocks it out of the way. The carriage moves back and forth. Snoopy's rocking, and a bunch of the keys are rocking back and forth, or going back and forth, or up and down. Hey, Gordon. And funny thing about this is that on let's see, on Fantasy's website it's $130. On AliExpress it was $70, unless you wanted an original box, then it was $120. They are their own company, but Donnie, this Fantasy does all their own Lego kit or brick kits. They have a ton of kits that are really pretty cool. So let's switch over to Mould King. Ugh. This thing is heavy, and it is also fragile in some places. And oh, by the way, Ken is in the background. He's been taking care of popping up chat for me. I appreciate it, Ken. Welcome, everybody, and Ken.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Good to see some of you could make it. I know YouTube's been having some issues this evening.
Yep. And as an experiment, I do have, because I did read the way that YouTube is, the algorithm is supposed to work. I do have monetization on right now. If it gets ugly, let me know, because right now it's on automatic. And what it's supposed to do with automatic is if there's a lot of chat and I'm talking a lot and everything else, it's supposed to not put commercials in. It's supposed to put it into a lull. Now you will.
Donnie says, man, YouTube is really messed up. And he says, Donna's number one. Don says, don't worry, it hates me.
Yeah, of course.
Stephen Haynes is here. He says, hi, Buck and Ken. Stephen, over in the UK, there is YouTube having issues. Here in North America, it seems to be just like the main loading screen isn't working. But if you search for anything, it shows up no problem. So I guess that would work for the question for Gordon as well.
What did Gordon say? I missed it.
Well, no, I'm just saying, because Gordon's from the UK as well. So
yeah. Let me turn this around. I remember we kind of knocked off in the middle of the a bag, and I did figure out what was going on here. I had a block in the wrong place, so now my doors are actually where they're supposed to be. They were up high, but now they look right, and this gap in the back is by design.
Well, it's good to see you got that sorted out.
Yep.
Gordon says, I'm having problems too.
I blame Donnie. The only thing I don't like with Mould King is they don't give you, they don't have the option to download a PDF. The Snoopy Kit did have PDFs available, which was really cool. So, and by the way, Donnie, you keep talking to me about gnawing. This is your fault. This is your fault.
But it works out well.
It did. Don't tell them. I want to tell them. It does work out well. It makes it a little bit easier. And the funny thing is, the reason I did, I've been building nonstop, basically, Legos for the last couple of days. And so it's just become a natural habit. And I also want to know, just, if you watch the Snoopy video, I got to put something in there as well. If you watch those videos, let me know what you think of those for videos, because what I did was there's about a minute and a half of me flapping my gums, and I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm going to fast forward it, put music over it of the build, and then something comes up and I put a minute and a half of me flapping my gums, just to make it probably, I'm going to shoot for about a 10 or a 15-minute video. Some of those videos and some of the stuff I recorded was actually over an hour long. Just let me know what you think of the format. Steven's number one. Awesome.
But he's also having issues as well with YouTube. So it looks like it's more of a global issue.
My guess would be that they decided that a Tuesday night is a really good time to upgrade something, and they were wrong.
Well, could be. You never know. To let you guys know, there is trivia tonight. I'll give you the categories right now before we begin.
I love trivia.
The categories tonight are movie taglines, science fiction, 1990s music, and the toy aisle. Those are going to be the categories tonight.
Sounds very cool. By the way, and I do want to say, publicly, I want to say that Ken does awesome on the trivia. I really, really, really appreciate the effort that he puts into it, because I know you don't just go onto Google and say trivia on something. You're actually going out there and researching it, just like I know Jody's doing it.
Yeah, I mean, some of that I don't really need to research a lot because I know the answer. So it's like, okay, I know the answer to that, good. But if I don't know, I'll actually look into it to make sure. I try to make sure they're correct.
Yep, that makes sense. I like Donnie's comment.
Did you say Buck's stream is trivial tonight, Ken?
It's always trivial. Have you seen my stream, Donnie?
So what part of the truck are you working on tonight?
Right now, this has got to be part of the engine.
Okay.
Because, matter of fact, I can get this out of the way so I can put the book over there. But this is where we got to last week. We were putting the engine in. We just did the windscreen. And now I believe we're working on the engine. I had it sitting over here. I'm going to move it out of the way, drop it so that it shatters into a billion pieces while I'm doing it.
Kind of like what was it? Was it Ned in Spider-Man?
Yes.
He drops the Death Star.
Yeah, I'm not sure if his name was Ned, but I know exactly what scene you're talking about, where Peter walks in and he turns around and he's sitting there on his bed and he drops the Death Star because he's shocked.
Yeah.
You're Spider-Man? No, just so you don't do that, let me let you know ahead of time, Ken, I'm not Spider-Man.
Okay, good. Just give me a second to get some water here.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
All right. Here we go. Oh, looks like Don's saying he's number one now. Geez, that's just bouncing everywhere. Kind of be interesting if we could see,
Yeah. Well, I know that StreamYard had a poll up, and it wasn't one of the things that was on their polls this morning when I logged in, but we could throw that in there as a comment of we want to see that.
Well, there you go.
Maybe they'll figure out that we're not really a channel that needs to be paying $2,500 a year.
Yeah, we're not one of those channels where we do a stream when we have like 8,000 people tuning in.
Well, I understand what they're doing. They're actually aimed at business, and we have a business level account because of the number of people we have.
Yeah.
But they hate us.
Seems that way sometimes, doesn't it?
It does. Especially I did make a comment. What's the one thing you could fix? They asked, what's the one thing you could fix if you could? I would say I wouldn't triple the charge in 1 year.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
It was insane. Whoops, wait a minute. Did I do that? I screwed this up. Look at me go.
Did I do that?
I did. I screwed it up.
It's okay. It's Lego.
It absolutely is.
Or
actually,
Mould King, but same idea.
If you ask Donnie, it's Fago.
Fago.
And I also figured out when I was doing the areas that I know I'm going to have run fast forward and have music over, I did this a lot. I said, look at this. and I said, I built something and I went like this 1 to 2 times. I learned sign language while I was doing videos in the past couple of days.
Yeah, my sign language on my videos consists of me like wagging a finger saying no, 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 and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, it works though.
Yep, as long as it gets the point across, right?
Exactly.
All right, are you guys ready for a little trivia here? We're going to start off here with movie taglines. So here we go with question number 1.
Very cool.
The first tagline. Somewhere between science and superstition, there is another world, the world of darkness. Somewhere between science and superstition, there is another world, the world of darkness.
I'm probably wrong, but I think I know what it is just because of what I watch right now.
Hey, Trent's here.
Hi, Trent.
Just in time for some trivia.
And Trent, are you okay? I mean, Alec did ignore you today when he said hi to everybody.
How rude.
Yeah, I know.
So throw your guesses in there. Everybody feel free to throw a guess in. Donnie says The Exorcist.
Oh, there's what
Kenneth is here. He says,
hey, Kenneth.
"Hey, buddy, I'm sitting here watching your amazing Lego live stream while on my 30-minute lunch break at work.
Very
and
cool.
I'm working till 3:30 a.m. today."
Oof. I hate days like that.
Yeah.
I just realized that's how that went together. The 3 pieces I built. This part went on here, and just it's exhausting. It's exhausting.
Don says, ignore him back, Trent. And Trent says, I'm still recovering. It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
It's okay.
So just the one guess so far? What was your guess going to be?
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone. Okay, good guess.
I happen to be rewatching the entire original series because that's what I do.
It's good, the original series.
It is.
Yep. So again, that tagline was, somewhere between science and superstition, there is another world, the world of darkness.
Oh, there we go. I'm missing steps. There we go. This is how that goes on there. There we go. There's more engine.
And so is that going to connect with the exhaust pipes?
Not sure. It should. I'm pretty sure this is going to connect to the engine somewhere, and this is going to go up and out. Because these parts are going to be identical.
Let's see here. Trent says Stranger Things. Donnie says, anybody watch Welcome to Derry?
Not yet.
Not yet. I haven't. I just watched another one of those clip videos that's showing trailers for a whole bunch of movies coming out soon. It's like a 45-minute video. And it's just trailer after trailer. And oh man, there's some really good stuff coming out soon.
It starts out with coming soon to a TV near you.
Nope, doesn't start with that. That was the beginning of VHS cassettes always.
Yeah. I remember VHS cassettes.
Yeah. I still had some up till a couple of years ago when I was moving.
They're not of movies that we want to watch, but we have some home movies still that are on VHS.
Oh, okay, yeah. Trent says he wants to watch that to Donnie because Donnie's saying it's freaking awesome. Okay, so the answer to question number 1, somewhere between science and superstition, there is another world, the world of darkness. The answer is The Exorcist. Good job, Donnie.
Absolutely. Wow, that's going back there too.
Yeah, but the Twilight Zone also had was a good guess.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because, well, it's funny, but it's also sad at the same time because that show killed Rod Serling.
Yeah.
It was not the show that he wanted to do, but he got away with a lot of things in that show that he wanted that they didn't originally want.
Right. There's a man on the wing of the plane.
No, it's James T. Kirk.
All right, we're going on to question 2 for movie taglines. Movie tagline number 2 is a romantic comedy without the romance and barely any comedy. A romantic comedy without the romance and barely any comedy.
I am unsure.
That movie would have been post 2010.
Oof. It fell off the table. It was not attached and it fell off the table.
Can you get it?
It didn't hurt it.
Oh, that's good.
It knocked a couple of pieces off, but nothing that can't be repaired that quick.
Trent's saying that he wants to watch Donnie. He wants to watch that Donnie. I don't want to watch that Donnie because I really like him.
I want to watch that Donnie.
Well, you can watch him on YouTube on Monday evenings.
Yes, we can. Wait a minute, something's wrong here.
They look like they're not in the same location.
Yeah, they're not. Just looking. It's nice when you have a second one that you can look at and compare. Oh, there's your problem. There. There, now it
yeah, that looks like it matches up a little bit better.
But what is... There we go. Come on. Oops. That's the part that was causing the issue.
Donnie says, it's well worth watching. So far, I just finished episode 3. We'll have to start watching it maybe. All right. So last time I'll read the question. Question 2 is the movie tagline: a romantic comedy without the romance and barely any comedy.
My guess would be, and I don't know why, no idea why this popped into my head, but what popped into my head as soon as you said it was Romancing the Stone.
But I did say,
You did say,
I get what you're saying, but it's post 2010.
Yeah. So I'm off. I'm very wrong. So it looks like these are going to be the exhaust. Yeah. This is the exhaust manifold. And these are going to be the exhaust. This must be the supercharger.
All right. Donnie says Deadpool.
Ooh. That's a good one. That's a good guess. But I lean more towards like Deadpool 2.
Well, the answer is Deadpool.
Look at Donnie go.
Go, Donnie. Go, go, go. Donnie be good.
He got it right. Tell him what he won, Ken.
He won nothing. Absolutely nothing. Piles of nothing. There's nothing you can do with this nothing, because it's nothing.
Did he win a lifetime supply of nothing?
He sure did.
Very cool.
All right. Tagline number 3. This one, to me, this one was a little bit more famous. Question 3, movie tagline: trapped in time, surrounded by evil, low on gas. Trapped in time, surrounded by evil, low on gas.
I have no clue, but I think that's a movie I should watch.
I think it's a movie you have watched. And the kind of movies we discuss and stuff, and on some of our like Fridays and stuff. Donnie says Army of Darkness. This is my boomstick.
That's what I was actually, when you said trapped, when you said it's probably something we've watched many times, that kind of popped into my head and said, Except for is Army of Darkness the one where he goes back to medieval England? Or no, Army of Darkness, that's different.
There was Evil Dead 2, and then there was the third movie in the franchise. Trent's pointing up to Army of Darkness.
But I don't think... I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, the answer is Army of Darkness.
Cool.
Which I'm assuming you've seen a few times?
A couple of times.
Yeah, there we go.
It's kind of funny that the original Evil Dead, or no, which one? The one with Bruce Campbell. Was that Evil Dead?
Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness all had Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, well, Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 are the same movie remade.
Kind of, but Evil Dead 2 falls more into right after what happened in the first movie.
Yeah.
But it does kind of cover off some of what happened in the first movie, but changes it a bit.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny that, it's...
Don says, my stream is crashing now. No audio.
No! No, actually, we're not talking. No, it's funny that everybody opens that stupid book. Why are people that dumb?
Well, some of them are just looking for power,
Yeah.
power hungry. Think they'll be able to control those Deadites. I have a copy of that book myself.
Do you? Do you
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, like one of those prop ones you can buy.
Ah.
So, I mean, it doesn't have as many pages as what you see in the movie, but it's got the pages you do see in the movie.
Yeah.
So,
I'm still leery of what you said earlier, where you thought you saw a piece flip off the table.
Yeah.
But if that happens, I will have to improvise, adapt, and overcome.
So Don had said there was no audio. Trent says I was having YouTube issues, had to restart. Yeah, we were all having YouTube issues. Seems like their homepage was having an issue, but as long as you know what you were looking for, you could do a search for it and find it, and it seemed to be running fine.
Yep.
Don said I just did. He said I need more whale oil and candles. Donnie says, nope, that ain't good enough, Don. You need lots of LEDs.
Lots of LEDs. So many
All the
LEDs. Yes.
Howard's here. Hey, Howard.
Hey, Howard.
Says, I can put Don in a timeout if he gets on Donnie's case.
Oh, no.
And Don says, what are these lights you speak of? It's like a very small version of the sun.
Yes.
That allows you to see in places that aren't that are dark.
Yes. Yeah. And some of them even fit in your pocket without burning you.
Ooh, fancy. All right, question number 4 in movie taglines. This is a very short quote. I think it's famous. The quote is, "Be afraid. Be very afraid." That tagline again is, "Be afraid. Be very afraid."
Well, that might suck out loud.
Being afraid?
That too.
Being very afraid?
Uh-huh.
Are you missing a piece?
Well, it's not one that got flipped off the table either. Because they were all way up here.
Howard says Yoda. Donnie says The Fly. Trent says Empire Strikes Back. Donnie says I think. Gordon says Alien. Stephen Haynes says Yoda. I'm not looking for a character though. I'm looking for the movie's actual tagline. Like what you'd see on the poster. Howard said I bought some snowballs. Hostess snowballs?
I wonder, because I had these dumped out last week. I'm missing a bunch of clear round dots.
And Howard's confirming that yes, he bought it was Hostess snowballs.
Does not appear to be in here.
Steven says Empire Strikes Back. You missed.
Look at me go.
There you go.
Let me go.
In there?
Because, yes, at least some of them. 3, 4, 5. So I had 5. Now there's 5 more, so I'm missing 2. It's better than missing as many as was missing.
Howard says, I was in a coconut marshmallow haze.
I know that feeling.
Donnie says, are those clear dots by the red pieces?
These 2 are silver.
And Gordon says, no, my fault. It's the fly. Howard says, Back to the Future.
The Brundlefly.
So, yes, the answer is The Fly. The 80s version with Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, Brundlefly. That was one of the monsters that Jody put out last night.
It sure was.
And everybody's like, I don't know that. And I'm like, Brundlefly.
Yeah. I think I just typed in The Fly.
Yeah, everybody else was like The Fly, but I'm like, no, that's Brundlefly. So yeah, I am missing 2 clear dots.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
I don't think it's going to matter.
They might show up at some point.
They
Looks
might
like they'll
show
be
up.
easy to put in place.
Well, they might show up, or just for fun. Let me see if anything jumps out at me in the spares boxes.
All right, here's the final question in movie taglines. I'll try to read it so that it'll be easier to guess. The movie tagline is... I gotta wait for Buck to stop making noise.
I'm listening. Hang on. I'm going to mute and go.
The movie tagline is, they're here. That tagline again is, they're here.
Chicken Little.
Howard says Poltergeist. Don says Poltergeist. Trent said Poltergeist. Donnie said Poltergeist. It probably helped me reading it that way. Because if I would have said, the tagline is, they're here. Gordon says Poltergeist. Are you still there, Buck?
I'm just putting the spare box away right now.
Okay.
I did find not smooth ones, but I found 2 clear ones that'll work.
Okay. Stephen Haynes says Poltergeist. Yeah, I'm really guessing the way I read that. Yeah, kind of gave it away. But yes, that is the correct answer. Poltergeist.
What would have been even worse to try and guess is if you'd have said they are here.
Yeah. Well, no, because it's not written that way.
I know that.
It's written they're here. Like just they're here.
And I agree with Howard. I'd have still gotten it if you'd have said it normally.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of the movie, then quite possibly. Because you did jump on that answer really quick there, Howard.
Well, that's why I unmuted, is because I knew the answer. I just was going to throw something stupid out there, and I did.
All right, so that's it for movie taglines. A little bit harder than last week's, but it made sure I still had a few in there that were what I thought was easy. I thought the Poltergeist one was easy. Army of Darkness I thought was easy. And Be Afraid, Very Afraid for the Fly I thought was easy. Deadpool, I saw that and I checked out and I was like, yeah, okay, that's a good one. And then The Exorcist, I didn't know that one. But I did when I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna use that one. So our next category is science fiction. Now these are all science fiction movies.
Hmm.
And it's a long read for each one of these, but I am going to read them each twice. And hopefully everyone will be able to figure these out. These are movies from the 90s into the 2000s.
Star Wars: Revenge of the Ninja Turtles.
No, sorry, the 80s into the 2000s. Okay, question number 1. Released in 2014, this visually stunning sci-fi epic stars Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, and Jessica Chastain. It follows a former pilot who joins a team of astronauts on a desperate mission through a wormhole in search of a new home for humanity. What is the name of this film? Again, released in 2014, this visually stunning sci-fi epic stars Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, and Jessica Chastain. It follows a former pilot who joins a team of astronauts on a desperate mission through a wormhole in search of a new home for humanity. What is the name of this film? And we have Howard popping up with Interstellar. All right.
Yep.
Don's pointing up to agree with Interstellar. Donnie says agreed. Stephen Haynes said Interstellar.
Hmm. I
Gordon
agree.
says Interstellar. You're saying Interstellar.
It's amazing how famous you can get with one word. And I've seen him in a B movie schlock horror movie. It was just I saw it and I'm like, really? Why?
Yeah.
And I realized that it was when he was brand new.
I was young. I needed the money. So, yes, the answer is Interstellar. It's looking good. That engine's looking nice.
Yep.
Coming up there.
Well, I'm looking at these right here.
Right.
And I'm wondering if these are going to end up being spares, because if they are, I'm changing out those two clear ones for those. Because that's the way I are.
That's the way I are. IR baboon.
IR baboon. Yes, indeed.
All right. Question number 2. This 1982 sci-fi noir stars Harrison Ford, Rutger Hauer, and Sean Young. Is set in a dystopian future Los Angeles and tells the story of a jaded cop assigned to track down and retire a group of rogue bioengineered beings. What is the name of this film? This 1982 sci-fi noir stars Harrison Ford, Rutger Hauer, and Sean Young. It is set in the dystopian future Los Angeles and tells the story of a jaded cop assigned to track down and retire a group of rogue bioengineered beings. What is the name of this film? So we've got Blade Runner from Donnie.
Yep.
Don's agreeing with him.
I do too.
Trent's saying Blade Runner. Gordon says Blade Runner. You're saying Blade Runner?
That was a very odd movie when it came out. It still is, but
I thought it was better than the sequel. I'm not saying the
Probably.
sequel was bad, but it was better than the sequel.
Oh, I agree. And to be honest, I've never read the original book.
Wait. To be honest, are you telling me that normally you're not?
I lie all the time.
Oh, jeez.
There are certain people that if you ask them, that's what they would say. They will remain nameless.
Donnie says, or do androids dream of electric sheep?
That's it exactly. That is the original name of that movie, or of that
Of the
of the
book.
book
Yep.
by Philip K. Dick.
What a dick.
Exactly.
A Philip K. Dick.
Oh, look at that. These end up being spares.
Well, there you go.
Yes, because
Imagine that.
they're not quite chrome, but they're gray, and they're better than a clear one with a bump on it.
Howard said, my answer didn't show up. I had said Blade Runner. Apparently, I didn't hit the send or something. Oh, no problem, Howard. I was surprised I hadn't heard an answer from you.
Howard's came back with return to sender, addressee unknown. I just had a piece roll away and get it, it just ran away.
Where did it run away to?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Oh, that is a problem. Carrying on with sci-fi questions. This is question 3. What 2016 cerebral sci-fi movie stars Amy Adams as a linguist recruited by the government to communicate with mysterious alien visitors whose ships have appeared across the globe? What 2016 cerebral sci-fi movie stars Amy Adams as a linguist recruited by the government to communicate with mysterious alien visitors whose ships have appeared across the globe? Donnie says, over there.
Yes.
That's where your piece went, over there.
Yes, that's where it went.
Yep. Howard says, Arrival.
I agree with Howard.
Donnie says, yep.
It was the Yup movie.
Yep. Donnie says, you type too fast, Howard.
There's my problem.
You know, Donnie, you don't have to wait till I read the question the second time. I'm just kidding. Steven says, Arrival. So what was the problem?
I had this piece on backwards. The
Okay.
bendy piece.
Howard says, that's
Sometimes.
because this text-to-speech, and I'm doing it with one hand while driving. It's pretty damn good. Trent said, did my answer not show? Nope, didn't see an answer from you.
Yeah, I screwed this one all up.
Gordon says, Arrival. But you're sorting it out, though, right?
Yep.
That's all that matters.
There we go. It is interesting how the brick companies go about making straight bricks into curves.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're trying to do, is make a curve there.
Make all an angled piece.
Yep. So let me get a bag of 4.
Donnie says YouTube is cheating. Howard says, point proven, men can do 2 things at once. Besides looking at a pair of boobies.
You say boobs? There's
Well,
boobs?
I said boobs. I said boobies, but
Yes.
same idea.
Well, you know why they call them boobies, right? As soon as men see them, that's what they become too, boobies. This I will not know. I don't think everybody wants to sit here and watch me sort pieces. I've heard it's boring.
So the answer is yes, Arrival. I'm just gonna go out on a limb there and assume, Trent, you also said Arrival. Johnny says, what? No Noling?
No Noling.
All right, question number 4. Released in 2014, this twisty sci-fi movie stars Ethan Hawke and Sarah Snook. It tells the story of a time-traveling agent on a mission to stop a mysterious terrorist known as the Fizzle Bomber, only to uncover a deeply personal and paradoxical truth about identity and fate. What is the name of this film? Released in 2014, this twisty sci-fi movie stars Ethan Hawke and Sarah Snook. It tells the story of a time-traveling agent on a mission to stop a mysterious terrorist known as the Fizzle Bomber, only to uncover a deeply personal and paradoxical truth about identity and fate. What is the name of this film? I have to say it was an interesting film. I enjoyed it.
Until you said the Fizzle Bomber, I was thinking 12 Monkeys.
Howard says Time Cop.
Oh.
Donnie says Predestination. Stephen Haynes says Time Cop.
Time Cop was an interesting.
I saw Time Cop not too long ago. It was the Riff Tracks did an episode of it.
Well, when Jody was doing the What's That Alien, What's That Monster?
Yeah.
Or actually when he was doing the What's That Robot, I think it was. I kept waiting for the little robot spiders from Runaway.
Yes.
I have an unfair advantage. I'm old. I've seen some of these movies when they were first run. No
Trent
fair
says
using
Predestination.
your age.
Yeah, Runaway with Lewis, aka like from RoboCop. She was in that.
Yep. And so is the mustache.
Yes, the mustache. Magnum PI himself.
Yep. He wasn't the star of Magnum PI. His mustache was.
Yes. Let's see here. Gordon says Predestination.
Unfortunately, I have not seen that one.
Well, our answer is Predestination. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I think I've only seen it the one time, and I recall thinking I liked it, but I've yet to watch it a second time.
If you get a chance, you should watch the Frankenstein movie that came out in 1973.
Okay.
Called Frankenstein, The True Story.
Well, they just had a new Frankenstein movie come out this past year, and now they have a new movie coming out this year, The Bride.
Oh, The Bride of Frankenstein?
Just The Bride.
Ah.
But yes.
Well,
yes, it is.
The one that I watched, and I watched it recently because I was like, I always wanted to see it again. It is very different from your regular Frankenstein movie, but it was interesting. It was neat to see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Howard says, never saw it, but recalled the preview, but I knew it wasn't Time Cop after I said it. Donnie says, okay, gotta run, guys. All right, Donnie. He says, great stream, Buck.
Good night, Donnie.
Do you want to
Thanks for
stick
coming
around
by.
for the fifth and final question in sci-fi? If you have a minute. If not, I'm going to go ahead with it anyway. Question 5. Released in 2020, this sci-fi thriller stars John David Washington as a mysterious operative recruited into a covert organization tasked with preventing World War III. Armed with a single word and aided by a partner played by Robert Pattinson, he navigates a world where time can flow backwards as well as forwards. What is it called? Released in 2020, this sci-fi thriller starring John David Washington as a mysterious operative recruited into a covert organization tasked with preventing World War III, armed with a single word and aided by a partner played by Robert Pattinson, he navigates a world where time can flow backwards as well as forwards. What is it called?
That's one that we never saw. We never got a chance to sit down and watch.
Okay.
Based on the answers I'm seeing, it's one of the movies that I want to see sometime.
Howard says Tenet. And Stephen Hands, after he says night to Donnie, says Tenet.
You know, the one thing that they do, that companies other than Lego do that I think is really cool, they do these blocks like this. You know how a regular Lego block is 3 flats high.
Yeah.
This one is 2 high.
Oh, okay.
With the dot on the front. And the one that the Snoopy typewriter had a bunch of them that were 1 high with the dot either above or below.
Trent says Tenet.
I can agree with Tenet.
So you're saying these guys make some of their own shaped bricks?
Absolutely.
Well, that's just good to see.
Well, and I've said it before. I'm almost, when these things come out of China, I'm willing to bet Lego blocks are made in China, and they're coming out of the exact same factories. They're just not putting the Lego logo on them.
Oh, could be. Could very well be. Although that would generally mean a separate mold, would you not think?
Yeah, with some of these, yeah, absolutely.
Because it's molded in the word Lego.
Yeah, but it would not be that hard to just not put that in there.
Well, you'd still need a separate mold for it, though.
Well, there is that.
Jody just says, I just got back from retrieving my child from class. YouTube seems to be working now. And then he says, Tenant squawk.
I wonder who he's pretending he is.
Yeah. And then Howard says, nope, you're wrong, Buck.
I'm always wrong. I'm good at it.
I guess about being
separate. Being the same same factory.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that Lego still makes them in Denmark.
Yes. So YouTube is working just fine now. Great. He says the Lego has a factory here in the USA, Mexico, and Denmark. Jody says all Legos are made in Sweden.
Sweden?
Yes, but he's talking about Legos.
Yes, you get your Legos from Sweden. Oh, look at that. That looks cool.
Jeff J is here. He says, Jaxing or whatever in China. So they must make some there then, by the sounds of it. Thanks for letting us know, Jeff J.
Yep. Thank you.
So, yes, the last movie there, the last sci-fi movie in that last question was the movie Tenet. It was an interesting premise, and I think it was done well. I really enjoyed it. Jody says, I thought it was Sweden. They're from Denmark.
Yep.
And Trent is saying hello to Jody.
I had a friend when I was a kid. Yes, I had a friend.
Don't look surprised. Close your mouth. Don't let the jaw hit the floor.
Exactly. But
by the way, quick question. Could other people see this friend of yours?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But he was who I first was introduced to Legos from. Reggie had lots of Legos. And we called him Reggie when we got older just because it became kind of the in thing to do, even though his actual name was Rogelio.
Oh.
He was a Filipino.
Howard says, never saw it yet. I want to watch Tenet, but 3 of the 5 movies are some of my favorite. Well, that's good. I hit a lot of your favorite movies there. And Jody lightly doffs his cap to Trent. And Howard says Hungary was the other place. I'm assuming that they make Lego. Howard says, but originally only made in Denmark.
Yes. But they make Fago everywhere.
Everywhere?
Everywhere.
All right, so in a couple of minutes here, we'll move on to our next category.
Very cool.
So here, Jody says, I knew Gary. It's true what they said about him. That's kind of sick and disgusting. That Gary guy.
Not Gary.
Yes, Gary. For some reason now I've got the song Eastbound and Down in going through my head right now.
Yep. They're gonna do what they can't say can't be done. Are we gonna do what they can't say can't be done? We got a long. I'm sorry.
We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. We gonna do what they say can't be done. Yeah. Let's see here. Howard says yes. The Mould King is strictly Chinese, I believe. And then Howard's asking, who's Gary? Oh, Gary. For anybody who's played Fallout Vegas? No. Where's that 3? Fallout 3. With the Gary Vault. All the people in the vault were clones of the guy named Gary.
Oh. I didn't know that either.
Jody says he was a famous horse. Howard says, another movie I want to watch is Convoy. That's an old classic.
I'm going to have to watch that again soon.
Actually, I now you say it's talking about trucker movies. I want to watch The Duel. Have you seen The Duel?
I don't think I have ever seen The Duel.
That is a classic movie.
So I'm a dork. I'm a dork. I got ahead of myself again. But it's okay. I can recover. I can go back and do it. I do that a lot. I'll skip steps and I'll be like, why does this not look weird when I go to put, oh, that's why I skipped that step. Did that
Yeah.
many times today.
The movie Duel was a 1971 film starring Dennis Weaver.
Yep. Never seen it, but I do know he's in it.
Yeah. And Howard says Maximum Overdrive. Yeah.
That's just a fun movie. Dumb as all get out, but it's a fun movie.
And it was directed by Stephen King. And he did a whole bunch of drugs. He relapsed into drugs with directing that movie.
I can believe it. Another one, Night of the Comet.
Night of the Comet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're just over an hour into the stream now.
Cool.
So I'm going to carry on with some more trivia. So the next category is 1990s music.
Wait, there was music in the 90s?
Music. There was.
Wow.
And some of it I would agree and say, yes, it really was music. Some of it, questionable.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 1 in 1990s music. Make It Last Forever, Friendship Never Ends is a lyric from which 90s song? Make It Last Forever, Friendship Never Ends is a lyric from which 90s song?
I think I know. And if it is, it's like, wow, because it just popped in there. It's like
I could have read it
Stay
more
Puft.
bland.
It's like Mr. Stay Puft. He just popped in there.
Yeah. I saw on YouTube popped up in my feed of possible videos to watch was the making of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man scene in Ghostbusters. And I remember seeing it years ago, and how the fire hydrants bursting and shooting water in the air, they were actually, because it was miniature, they were actually used sand.
Nobody steps on a church in my town.
Yeah. Howard says Spice Girls sang it, but I suck at song titles.
Wow, I was right when it just popped in there.
Well, I'll tell you, Howard, you are correct. It is the Spice Girls, but what's the name of the song?
Starts out with, ha ha ha.
Howard says, ooh, wait, If You Want to Be My Lover?
Nope, that's not the name of the song.
And nope, We Don't Want to Be Your Lover.
No. Really? Where is this piece?
Nothing against you, but you're not my type. You're not a woman.
Exactly.
Can anybody else think of the Spice Girls song?
Should I tell him?
Sure, go ahead.
Wannabe.
That is correct. The song was Wannabe.
Like I said, it starts out with, ha 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 ha. Good old Scary Spice.
I mean, some of the Spice Girls names made sense, like Ginger Spice. Yeah. Others didn't, like Scary Spice, Baby Spice. You know, it's just like, okay.
Well, does it make me sound old that is still on my playlist and comes up occasionally?
No, because you're probably not the only one, in this stream that probably had that song in a playlist at some point.
Oh, good. Thank you for admitting that you have it in your playlist too.
No, I don't. But I agree. I was around and had music and listened to music and heard that song many times during the 90s.
Yep. Well, it was, even today, it's just a fun song.
Yeah, very true. Howard says, well, you know what it's called when a person wants to change gender but can't afford it.
Wannabe. Well, no, it was kind of funny. The first time it probably wasn't the first time I heard that word, but I heard somebody, I think I was an A1C at the time, an E3, and somebody said something about Tech Sergeant Wannabe, and I'm like, who the hell is, oh. Because he wanted to be a tech sergeant.
Howard says, transaction denied.
That makes sense, actually.
All right. Question number 2. In 1990s music, who was the lead singer of No Doubt? Who was the lead singer of No Doubt?
I had to think for half a second there. I believe she went on to have a very successful solo career. That's who I think
believe you may be correct. Trent says Gwen Stefani.
That's what I said.
That's what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So we got 2 for Gwen Stefani.
She's got a twofer. Another group just popped into my mind, and I half expect that it's going to be on the list.
How do you half expect something?
Because the other half is not expecting it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Howard said Gwen Stefani. Gordon says Gwen Stefani. You still working on the hood of the?
No, the hood is done. Well,
okay.
Actually, the top of the hood is done. Doing the radiator right now.
Oh, okay.
Where did that come from? That came out of there. That's not supposed to come out of there. You know, there are times when when something falls out and you look at it and you're like, it's still solid. Do I really tear it apart to put that piece back in there?
That makes me think of poor Jordan there building the Slave One.
Yeah.
Just every time he'd move it, like parts would just fall off.
Well, see, that's the thing. And then he'd be like, oh, I got to put that back. Not me. If it falls off and it's not noticeable and it doesn't fall apart, let it be.
That was the engines and stuff were coming off the back.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the lighting kit wires.
And that is why the next time I light something, I'm going to have a drill and files handy.
Yeah. And or some Craggle.
Craggle's always good.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you, you stupid little piece?
Life forms, my tiny little life forms. Where are you? All right, so the answer is Gwen Stefani. So good job, people, on knowing the answer to that one.
Yes, indeed.
Trying to keep a lot of them easy tonight. This one, depending on the crowd, may be a little more difficult. Question 3. Who released Baby Got Back in 1992? Who released Baby Got Back in 1992?
Well,
Jody
okay,
said stuffed Fanny.
I am.
And then he said Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I am
Sir Mix-a-Lot. Go ahead.
really losing my mind because I need 6 of these. I need 6 of these, and I'm looking for the 6th one.
And you have 6 right there.
Yeah, I see the problem.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. It's more of a you problem than an us problem.
It is, but I'm sitting there looking, and I'm like, where the hell is? Well, there's 6 of them right there. Maybe that's my problem.
Yes, so we have Jody said Sir Mix-a-Lot, Trent said Sir Mix-a-Lot, Howard said Sir Mix-a-Lot, Gordon said Sir Mix-a-Lot. Well, you guys did pretty good. I didn't think I'd have as many correct answers on this one. So yes, the answer is Sir Mix-a-Lot. Baby Got Back.
Ooh, don't go flying away. Okay, I'm going to double check because I feel like I'm missing one, but I've got to make sure.
You may have the correct number already.
That's what I'm saying.
There is that counting issue thing.
12. Nope, 17. Is that Howard?
It is.
Hi, Howard.
You're just trying to answer the question sooner now.
There's 6 pieces there, Buck, but you don't notice it, Buck.
Yes, there's 6 pieces. Shh, don't tell Buck.
I am your conscience. It's here to help.
Wait, conscience? What's that? I don't have one of those.
Okay, it's your subconscious. Don't mind me.
Jody said he started out as Mr. Mix-a-Bit until he was knighted. Then he started mixing a lot more.
Well, there you go.
So how is Howard doing tonight?
Howard's not here on Buck's subconscious.
I don't have a subconscious. I have an unconscious.
Here, I'm just here. That's why I'm disembodied.
Yeah, Howard.
So I'm assuming you made it home safely, or are you still in your vehicle?
I'm home, but I'm still in my vehicle. I haven't decided to get out yet.
You know, I every now and then I wonder how Howard got into the Lord's Prayer.
I'm that good.
Yeah. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Yep. Well, my name does mean guardian angel or guardian of the flock, so there's that.
Jody says his vehicle being Buck's mind.
Yes.
I'm driving him mad.
No. Not happening. You can't make
Slowly.
me. You
One
can't drive me
thing
mad.
at a time. Don't tell me what to do. I'm in your head.
No, just my headphones. Don't tell me how to live my life.
Buck, you need some ice cream.
Ice cream? I like ice cream.
See, there you go. See, you're letting me tell you how to run your life or how to live your life.
You're telling me to go get some ice cream.
Yeah.
But if I go get ice cream, I won't be on the stream. Then it'll be just you and Howard.
But that's okay. I can still do trivia until you come back with your ice cream and eat it on camera.
There is that.
I could pretend to try to do Jedi Mind Force and see if I can move the pieces from here.
And then one of us can call the hospital for Howard when he has a brain aneurysm.
Yeah, yeah. This is another one of those fun little pieces that they make. That Lego does not make because Lego doesn't hate us.
Uh-oh. I'm in danger.
See these pieces here? They're really cool. I think the hole there is pretty cool. And then they give you this little piece that has the dot on it put in there.
Howard, your sound was getting really glitchy.
Oh, was it?
That's because he's in danger.
I'm in danger.
He's hanging out with Danger Mouse.
No, I seen somebody just message me good morning, and I'm going, shit.
You're in danger? Why is that being in danger?
She might think I'm talking to some other woman.
Well, what if that other woman is a relative?
Maybe.
I mean, you don't live that far south.
Ha!
What you do, Howard, is you start inviting her to the streams when she does that. Then she'll know. She'll
Yeah,
be
but
like, she'll be like, this guy's boring. I need to help him.
it's 9 a.m. in the morning for her.
Ooh, a 12-hour difference. Look at that. Right on the other side of the world.
Yep.
No, it's only at 10. Or 11, I should say. 11.
Well, sorry. I guess she's on the opposite side of the world from me. It's 12 hours.
Right.
For Buck and I.
Right.
Yes. Howard's in the future.
By an hour.
All
So
right.
Jody.
Next question. Question number 4 in 1990s music. November Rain was a single by which rock band? November Rain was a single by which rock band? Howard, if you want to answer, you have to type the answer in. Oh, Trent's going to bed. He says, night, everyone.
Good night, Trent. He's had a rough day.
And then he says, Guns N' Roses.
He's had a rough day. He got ignored this morning.
Yes. By one of the big people on our Discord.
I don't know if he's that big.
Well, big-haired people. He's got lots of hair.
Well, yeah. Yeah, there's that.
So yeah, he said Guns N' Roses. Jody said GNR. Jeff said BNR. Jody said Buns N' Roses. Howard said, I don't know. I suck at music titles. Stephen Haynes says Night to Trent.
So I'm looking at this thing because I built it slightly wrong.
What did you do?
This needs to be one back. There we go. That are better.
Oh, Stephen Haynes is going to bed too. He says, night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Howard says Milli Vanilli.
Good night, Stephen Haynes.
You have a good one, Stephen.
Blame it on the train.
So yes, the answer was Guns N' Roses. Although Buns N' Roses might be nice too, especially if they're like fresh baked buns.
Donuts.
We're still warm. Just put a little bit of butter on there as it melts it in. Oh, it'd be so delicious.
Oh, I miss. This is going to sound weird, but I miss 9th grade. we were moving to Wasilla. We were living in Anchorage at the time.
Yep.
We just moved. We were in the process of moving from Juneau. And so instead of take me out of school and all that and do all that crap in the middle of the school year, Mom would bring me out to she would bring me out to the diner that opened at 6 o'clock in the morning and drop me off there. And I'd get a honey bun every morning with butter and all that, and I'd walk up to school, which was less than a mile away.
Yeah.
Good times.
Howard says KFC biscuits. You could have said that. You're still in the chat with us here.
But you told him he has to type it in.
Well, only if he's trying to answer the question. The trivia question.
Maybe he forgot how to speak.
Well,
Howard,
could be.
did you forget how to speak? Okay, so no.
So that's your grill.
Yep. Let's see if it fits.
So that's supposed to be like a bull's horns or something on the top, or is that like the?
It's pistols.
Oh, okay.
Well, since that fell off, I can fix
There's
this
no
piece
roses
now.
though. To be Guns N' Roses.
Nope, no Guns N'
Oh,
Roses, just
okay.
guns. But since this fell off, I can now fix this piece.
Well, there you go. Howard said, "I said I was in danger."
He's running away.
Maybe he's talking to someone who lives in an area where it's after 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, there could be that. Okay. Now the fun part.
All right, final question in this in the 1990s music. Which female band had hits with "No Scrubs," "Unpretty," and "Waterfalls"?
I know
Which
that
female band had hits with "No Scrubs," "Unpretty," and "Waterfalls"?
I know the group name, but I just can't remember it. It's them. It's that one group with them people.
Howard gives a thumbs up, saying, "I guess that yes, he is talking to his girlfriend."
That's what I'm guessing.
And Jody said TLC. Howard said TLC. Mary, hey Mary, good to see you.
Hey, Mary.
She's got an eye on us. And she says TLC.
Don't go chasing water.
Jeff says BTK.
It's always one. It's a little bit off. Come on. Fit in there.
Jody says, what's the name of one of the members who we lost?
Huh?
He said,
There we
what's
go.
the name of one of the members who we lost?
So it was one of these underneath there that fell off.
Ah.
But now we can go back in here like so.
Howard says, and one of them already passed away, I believe. I was slowly typing to get a cap. Okay. And then he said, I can't remember her name.
Come on. Get back on there.
And don't confuse TLC with the Learning Channel.
Black on black is always interesting.
Always bet on black.
Yep. Okay. Let's take that back off. We're having weather. I can hear it.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting snow tonight. I know we had it was like the temperature went up to 0 today, so
There we go.
which was nice. Let's see here. Jody says Lisa Lafette, Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Howard says, "Oh yes, Left Eye. It's hazy fog tonight." Okay,
There we go. All better.
that's looking good. Let's get yourself
Well,
a chrome pen now, and chrome it up nice and shiny.
Yeah, and it's also going to tilt forward.
So you can see the engine.
Look at what Jody said. Put your your bottles outside. Free weathering.
As long as the weathering you're looking for is snow.
I think this is actually pretty slick the way they did this. Oh yeah, I should put this back on here first.
You should.
There we go. Makes it a little bit more solid. This is pretty cool the way they did this, at least in my opinion. Look at that.
That's cool. It's actually really cool.
And among other things, what this piece is going to do is hold it down onto the rest of it.
All right. So yes, anyway, the answer was TLC. And that'll take us to the final question that was the final question in 1990s music. That's right. We had Spice Girls, Gwen Stefani, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Guns N' Roses, and TLC. So that's going to take us into our final category, which is the toy aisle.
I like
toy
toys.
aisle. Yes.
I gotta ask, were you like me? Because we were talking about this a little bit in Discord. Were you like me? Did you wait for that Sears catalog?
My dad was the manager of a Sears store, catalog store.
Ah, so you didn't have to wait.
Well, it's not like I got it early. I just got it the moment it came out. The moment the store got the catalogs for the public, he brought one home that evening.
And I think, didn't they come out like in August?
Well, they had catalogs coming out all the time.
Well, I'm talking about the Christmas
catalog. I can't remember when they came out.
I seem to remember it came out either in August or September. It seemed like when school started, it was there. Yeah.
I just remember we always had Sears catalogs, around the house.
Yes.
They would get, thrown out after, their date time was, over.
Oh yeah. Well, we still have the Sears catalog. Everybody just calls it the internet.
Yes. But it was always so cool, especially as a kid. You'd always want to look at the toys.
Yep.
All the toys that you would never get.
Exactly.
Oh, I want that, and I want that, and I want that, and I'll get none of it.
Well, and I
socks and pajamas.
Well, and I still have the Sears catalog. I like to call it my shopping cart at Amazon.
Well, there you go.
It's full of toys.
Howard said Sears catalog's the best outhouse paper till they got glossy. And then they had all those sexy ladies in the Sears underwear.
Oh yeah.
Not even as good as like lingerie or anything like that. Just regular underwear.
Mm-hmm. It was so cool to be a kid.
But yeah, when we got the Sears Christmas catalog, myself and my two sisters, we'd have to take turns sharing and just marking off the things we wanted. We knew we weren't going to get them, but it's not like our parents said, okay, share the catalog and decide what you guys want. It was just something we did as kids.
Yeah. Well, and that was the thing because I was the youngest. So by the time I was really getting into the Sears catalog,
Yep.
my sister was into boys, my brother was into girls. I got the Sears catalog to myself.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I was the youngest as well. All right, so let's start. The toy aisle. This one is super easy, barely an inconvenience. Question number 1.
Legos.
The Tickle Me version of what Sesame Street character was the it toy of the 1996 holiday season, causing some shoppers to resort to violence to obtain the coveted toy?
That
The
was where
Tickle Me version of what Sesame Street character was the it toy of the 1996 holiday season, causing some shoppers to resort to violence to obtain the coveted toy?
I think that was the first year that shopping got really, really crazy like that.
Cabbage Patch Kids were pretty crazy too.
Yeah, there is that.
Howard says Elmo.
Elmo.
Jody says we all did that. Never got anything. Yeah. And then he says Big Bird.
I'm liking those headlights.
It does look good.
And see the silver instead of the clear looks fine.
Yeah. Howard said hook it up to 110 volts and watch it go.
Yes.
Violent and smoke. Jody says tickle me Big Bird. Are you asking or telling?
And who are you asking?
Big Bird, apparently.
Okay.
Tickle me, Big Bird.
Bird. Tickle me, bird. Good old Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, I remember watching news stories about this toy when it came out. And yeah, there was violence in the stores over it. I don't think Cabbage Patch Kids resorted to that much violence, but they had. Jody says Irish accent. I can't do an Irish accent, but now I'm imagining you saying that tickle me Big Bird in an Irish accent. So that's what you call your Free Willy? Tickle me Big Bird.
Too much Saxon violence.
Yeah, like Cabbage Patch Kids, I don't think. Pound Puppies, I don't think they were as big. Yeah, there was a big to do about getting the Cabbage Patch Kids, but yeah, the Sesame Street Tickle Me toy was very popular and big fights. So yes, the answer was Tickle Me Elmo.
There was one Cabbage Patch Kid that looked just like it was a baby, and it looked just like my son actually when he was a baby. We called him Fred, and then Right Said Fred stole the name and came out and started making music. Howard's posting YouTube things.
Howard's posting YouTube things.
Yep, in Discord.
I wonder if Don's still awake.
I don't know.
Haven't heard from him in a while.
I think, well, either I've bored him to tears, or we've bored him to tears, or he's hiding, afraid that Alex is going to show up.
Well, maybe. You never know.
Camera fall over. Did you like the way I counted to 24 on these?
1, 2, skip a few.
Well, what I did was oops, that doesn't go there. I threw a bunch out and I went 12 and 12. Actually, I went 6, 6, 6, 6. And then I added. Oh, Howard's trying to get Alec here. But he doesn't.
Jody's comment there. That was your son, Buck? How much were you drinking back then?
Oh, he looked like our son. And the best picture of it, best picture of it was the one where the Cabbage Patch Kid was on the floor, and there's a baby sitting there staring at him, and the caption underneath it said, "Oh my God, I've been cloned."
Boo.
Boo.
Don says boo.
You woke him up.
Yes. All right. Don might be able to answer some of these other questions. Question number 2 for the toy aisle. Question 2 is, Red Rocker and Blue Bomber are the names of the 2 mechanical boxers in what toy game first manufactured by Lewis Marks and Company in 1964? Red Rocker and Blue Bomber are the names of the 2 mechanical boxers in what toy game first manufactured by Lewis Marks and Company in 1964?
Howard said, "Rock'em sock'em robots," and I agree with him.
Jeff says, "Rockin' robots."
Rockin' the Casbah. Oh wait.
Jody says, "Rock'em sock'em rocket poppers."
No, Jody. Those were not for kids. Well, wait, no. In the 60s, they might have been. Wait, do you? I hope you have the most favorite toy of all in there.
Well, we'll have to see.
I'm not going to mention it, but
don't forget, I've done the toy aisle so many other times.
I know that,
and I try to make sure that none of them repeat.
Well, I was going to say,
if this favorite toy of all time of yours has been asked previously, odds are it won't be asked again tonight.
I believe it has.
Okay.
And it's not because it was a great toy. It's because it was life-changing. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
And have you noticed that a lot of the times when toys go away because they are quote unquote bad or dangerous,
like lawn darts?
Yeah, that's the favorite toy. One kid throws a lawn dart up and throws it straight up and watches it come down and stab through his forehead.
Yep.
And they take him away.
You got to figure, like, they definitely should have advertised that is not for kids. Kids are not allowed to be anywhere near it. It was just a bad design all around. I mean, because you can think even, okay, no kids, sure. What about drunken adults?
Yeah.
Because they're going to do dumb stuff like, hey, try to dodge this.
Well, it's horseshoes with a big spike on the front.
Yeah, it is.
But they,
who designed it?
Who?
The horse. Because we're sick of us throwing his damn shoes around.
That makes sense. But the greatest thing about it was, they should have left them out in play because it would get rid of a lot of stupid people.
Yes. You remember when they redid them and it was just a big, like, rounded weight on the bottom?
Yep.
Yeah. Not as much fun, but it still hurt if it hit you in the head.
Oh, yeah. Well, clackers. Clackers were awesome, too.
Howard says, that's what we called idiot elimination devices.
Yes. Or, well, clackers, also known as, in at least where I grew up, what they call them, Hawaiian yo-yos.
So, yes, the answer was Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Rock'em
All right.
Sock'em Data.
Question number 3. 4 light-up buttons in red yellow, green, and blue are the simple components of what game with a human name introduced in 1978? 4 light-up buttons in red, yellow, green, and blue are the simple components of what game with a human name introduced in 1978?
And it grew up to be a judge on American Idol.
Howard says, Simon.
I agree.
And then he says, he cheated. Who cheated?
Simon? Simon cheated?
Howard said, Simon, he always won.
Yes, he did. And then there was Merlin. Merlin was also a good, fun one. It's amazing the things we did for fun back when we were kids. The toys that they would sell.
You open
Well,
up some of those toys these days and see how simple the components are.
Oh, yeah. Well, and the thing
Just
is,
a few wires, a little circuit board.
well, and a bunch of them back then, you know, they were like 80, 90, $100. These days, if you tried to sell them for that, people would be like, you're smoking crack, right?
Yeah, it'd be like should be a $20 game max.
Should have been like that back then too.
Yeah. Howard said, was Merlin the 8 or 10 colored button game button version?
It was 9. Or no, it was 10. It was 10. It had it looked like a giant phone, actually.
He said, Howard says, heck, you can buy Operation for $19.95 and it's handheld.
Yeah. I made a mistake again. I'm good at that. There we go.
Yeah, and really all Operation is just basically electricity, run to a buzzer, and if you complete the circuit by touching one of the edges, it just lets the buzzer sound off.
Yep.
And light up his nose.
Where are the good toys like
how
my
simple
brother
is
had?
that?
My brother had a great toy. And I inherited it when he set himself on fire with it. You remember chemistry sets?
Yeah. Yep, I do. I never had one, but a good buddy of mine had one.
Now, the Bunsen, or not Bunsen burner, the alcohol burner in the chemistry set was the most dangerous part of the entire thing.
Short term, yes. Long term, the radiation, radioactive elements.
Well, his didn't. The one Paul had didn't have radioactive elements. But when you got a 13-year-old kid who he fills up his little alcohol burner, and he spills alcohol in his leg, and he's got alcohol on the bottom of the burner, and he's like, yeah, I'll take care of that. I will just burn this stuff off.
Back in the day, adult supervision required was more of a suggestion than an actual rule.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. As long as your kid's somewhere in the house doing something, well, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I just realized I'm building this thing backwards. That's awesome.
Oh, don't do that. You only got 15 more minutes.
Well, it's not going to take 15 minutes to fix it.
Oh, okay. So the answer was Simon. All right, here's a little bit of an older one again. Question number 4. You might be a child of the 70s if you know the egg-shaped toy that wobbles but they don't fall down goes by what name? You might be a child of the 70s if you know the egg-shaped toy that wobbles, but they don't fall down. Goes by
Alec.
what name?
Alec wobbles, but he don't fall down.
Yep.
I remember those.
Yeah, so do I.
I didn't have any.
Oh, I had some.
Well, the problem was most of my toys were hand-me-downs. And we were not really well off. I think we were better off than my parents like to let us believe.
Right. Howard says Humpty Dumpty?
Sat on a
TGE
wall.
punching clown?
I remember that too. Bozo had one of those. See, barely an inconvenience. I built it backwards and I fixed it.
There you go. And that's the top.
Yes,
cab?
that's the top of the cab, yeah.
Is there going to be a sleeper on the back of that?
Yes, actually,
Oh, okay.
eventually there will be a sleepy person in there. And with the number of pieces that are left here, I have to make mistakes. Otherwise, we're going to run out of stream. Or we're going to run out of questions before we run out of stream.
Well, after this question is done, I've got one more question.
Oh, it's 47. I got to hurry.
Yeah. Okay, does anybody else have an answer? I know you know what it is.
Yep.
So I'm going to ask it again. You might be a child of the 70s if you know the egg-shaped toy that wobbles but they don't fall down. Goes by what name?
Lady Gaga. No.
Howard goes, oh, Weebles wobbles.
But they don't fall down.
Yes, that is correct. The answer is Weebles. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
I had friends who had those.
Yeah, I had some. Yeah, Jody says Weebles.
Matter of fact, friends that their parents were in the military had some.
I went to school with a guy. He had the ultimate Star Wars toy collection, but he wasn't allowed to play with them.
That is so weird.
Yep. And they all sat in the room in their original boxes. And that's when these were still kind of new. So, because Dad basically had told him how they'll be worth a lot of money in the future. So it's like, wow, like if he stuck to that, which he still had them when we were in high school, locked in a room. We were allowed to, like, I think one time look in the room, but not enter the room. It was like, wow. So,
I knew a guy.
If he still has it now, that'd be worth a lot of bucks.
Oh, yeah. Well, I knew a guy who, it was funny, and we had a lot of fun with it because we would tape record things not in the right order. He had the story of Star Wars on LP.
Yeah. I had the shortened version of the ones when we hear the bell, turn the page. So I think there were like 45s. Howard said, I'm thinking of it if I had the stuff in my attic in pristine condition in the box, I'd have some money. Yeah, isn't always the case. I mean, if you got Star Wars toys that are still at least in even half decent condition, they're still worth some, decent money.
Couple ducats.
Yep.
Oops. Trying to put this on the wrong part.
All right. So, final question for tonight in trivia. Question number 5. What number comes after connect in the classic game by Milton Bradley that has you and an opponent dropping colored tokens into a grid, sort of like tic-tac-toe?
Wasn't that Connect 763?
What number comes after connect in the classic game by Milton Bradley that has you and an opponent dropping colored tokens into a grid, sort of like tic-tac-toe? Jody said, I had 007 Choose Your Own Adventure novels. Well, that's cool.
Those are cool.
Howard says 4. And then he says, wait, the dots?
I had that one. That was one we had. I mean, it's like we had the Atari and 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the Sears edition of the Atari when it came out, which is just like, it was the Atari, but it was just a Sears, catalog, a version of it that came out. Still labeled as Atari, but yeah.
Always loved to go to the store and stand there and I mean, we were the original ones kids that would stand there and play the video games for hours on end.
Yeah, I didn't even have Atari in my mind when we got that as a kid. I didn't know what Atari was.
Well, again, same guy who introduced me to Legos, same guy who had the story of Star Wars. Reggie also had Atari.
Reggie's got the rig.
He's got the what?
Reggie's got the rig. Just ask Jody.
Ah.
Jody, does Reggie have the rig?
Okay.
Howard said, you had the Atari. I had a picture of it. So yes, the game name was Connect 4. Yeah, it's see here. Jody said that I had my friends convinced that game was called Romanos for the Roman dominoes, and Margot's got the cargo. That's true. Margot's got the cargo, and Reggie's got the rig.
Okay. Ah.
It's a song by a Canadian singer. More of like a folk type singer. Stompin' Tom Connors. Reggie's got the rig. Reggie's got the rig. Margot's got the cargo and Reggie's got the rig.
Where does Margot keep the cargo?
Wouldn't you like to know?
No, not really.
But anyway, that was the trivia for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed.
I'm almost done.
Nice. Taglines kind of showed that some of them can be quite difficult. I may have to if I do taglines again, I'll have to go a little bit easier for a few of them. Sci-fi was really good. People seem to know those. 90s music wasn't too bad. And I think we just kind of lost most of the audience by the time I got to Toy Aisle.
I think
Too many people
all
were
of it
drunk
is
and just
good.
sitting there listening.
Drunk and disorderly? What?
Jody says, greatest Canadian entertainer of all time. You should throw that, find that song on YouTube, Jody, and throw it up into Off Topic or something. Or some other Stompin' Tom song. You know, like the good old hockey game. It's the best game you can name. And the
There we
best
go.
name you guess, and the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Jeff says, couldn't keep up with Howard.
Try this again. There. And the next bag is the last bag, except for the wheels.
The wheels.
Well, in bag 5.
And then you got stickers.
Is bags 5. Well, and the stickers have been going on as we go. Yeah, the stickers have got to go on. Oh, the stickers go on the stickers are going to go on back here on the sleeper.
And on the top there, top of the cab.
Yeah, the top of the sleeper. None go up here.
Jody says the girls are out to bingo and the boys are getting stinko.
Oh, and this right here. Remember, I couldn't figure out what these were.
I thought you did figure out what they were. They're the seat covers.
That's what I thought they were. They're the
Okay.
curtains in the sleeper.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
Yep.
So is it made so that it's easy to pop the top off the sleeper?
Don't know. Maybe.
Guess we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see next week's episode.
Yep. I would hazard a guess that it will be relatively easy. Yeah, it looks like it comes as you built this top and then you pop it on.
Okay. Well,
But
thanks
yeah.
for those of you who stuck around tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out with Buck and myself here as Buck builds along here with his Mould King build of the semi-truck.
We should try this because I haven't yet. Oh, look at that. It actually will open.
Nice.
And the exhaust manifold. Where is it? Where is it? It's right here. There it is. You got the exhaust manifold down here. Everything. It's actually, I think it's an electric. Because I see no cylinders down in there.
Mary says they think no more of Inco on a Sudbury night.
But
Sudbury Saturday night.
No, I'm enjoying this a lot, and thank you everybody for stopping by. Really appreciate it.
Don't forget, tomorrow is Woody Wednesday.
Absolutely.
And what time is that at?
That is at 6 my time, 7 Eastern time. And are you going to make it, or you still not sure?
I keep saying yes, but I never seem to. It seems like. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to say no this time, and then maybe I will show up.
Yeah, well, you're always welcome.
All right.
I will probably, most of us, I think Howard's mumbling something.
Doing it, Jordan.
Jordan.
I'll be there. Then join
Oh,
me.
okay. Several of us are working on the Istanbul tram. I think tomorrow I'm going to take a break on the tram and start working on the Dio, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Okay. And then on Thursday we have Jordan's stream. I don't know I know he's not doing Knight Rider because he's waiting for parts on that one. So I
The
think
Falcon edition.
What's that?
The Falcon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he's just gonna be sticking with the Falcon for a bit. And then on Saturday or Friday, we'll have our Friday night stream. And then Saturday, we'll have Jody doing his stream. Just be Jody, no Andrew this Saturday. Yeah,
Andrew's hiding out somewhere in the States.
yeah. And then, so I don't know if Jody, if you're going to start a little later or you're going to go normal time and then just go longer.
I think he said 7 o'clock, maybe.
Okay. And then for Sunday, we're going to have our Sunday Fun Day,
Yep.
which is 4 o'clock Eastern, or yes, Eastern time. Jody says 8 o'clock. Have a good night, gents. Thank you.
Very cool.
Then after that, it'll be Monday again with Donnie, and he'll continue working on his ship there. And then it'll be back to Tuesday again with Keith and Buck.
I have a question before we get out of here, and for anybody who's still out there, were the ads obtrusive? Do I need to take control of them, or were they okay where they landed? If you have something to say about it before we get out of here before you do, just drop me a line in Discord. I'm just really curious.
You had ads?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I'm monetized, man. I want to get my 14 cents out of this stream.
Maybe that's why people were having a hard time trying to keep up with me.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you get people watching the stream after it's been posted?
What do you mean? The ads will show up after it's been posted as well.
No, the reason I'm wondering, like, if people are watching this like tomorrow or something, this stream. And if so, are they playing along with the trivia?
Well, I might after if I don't watch it like right now.
Yeah, that's a good question. That would be really cool to find out.
Yeah. So yeah, post down in in Buck's chat there in his YouTube. If you do listen to this later and you do try to answer the trivia questions, let us know. I'm curious.
We all have a good time with it. It would be really cool to find out how much fun the audience has with it. But so we're over the 2-hour mark, which is what I usually shoot for. I want to say thank you for everybody for stopping by. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of anytime I post new content. Howard, what do you got to say for yourself?
Howard's not here. I'm Buck's subconscious.
Okay, Howard's unconscious. Got it. Ken, what do you got to say for yourself?
Stompin' Tom rules.
Cool. And with that, I am going to say thanks for stopping by. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great day tomorrow. And we'll see you in the next video or stream.